December 16th, 2001. On that day, the Jacksonville Jaguars visited the Cleveland Browns. And the Browns needed to win this game to possibly still clinch a playoff spot. And on a fourth down play, Tim Couch dropped back to pass, threw the ball to Quincy Morgan, and it was ruled a completion. And then Tim Couch goes to spike the ball to stop the clock. The refs go to review to see if Tim Couch intentionally grounded the ball, which would be a penalty and a loss of down. But they weren't looking at that play. They were looking at the previous play, the fourth down completion, to make sure it was a completion. And after the refs reviewed it, they said it was an incomplete pass, and the Browns would go on to lose the game, and the fans of Cleveland started throwing bottles at the refs for making an incredibly bad call, because the rule was after you run a play, you cannot go back and review the previous play. Now you're probably asking, why am I telling you this? Because it's the Bottlegate game again. Yep, it's Bottlegate. Jacksonville and Cleveland. Bottlegate. And the craziest thing is, we're still looking for a playoff spot, and if we lose this game, we're possibly kind of screwed here for the playoffs. So, yeah. And also in 2001, the Browns still didn't make the playoffs because of that Bottlegate controversy. So, yeah. So, it's time to play good old Bottlegate against the Jaguars. And we're going to see if I can change history by, making sure Bottlegate doesn't happen. But who knows? Anything can happen. So, let's go and play this game. And yeah, Bottlegate was pretty controversial, because the rule has always been, if you snap another play, if you snap a play before the refs stop the game or stop the play, you can't go back to look at another play if you already ran another play. That's always been the rule. If you get to the line and call for another play, and then the play ends, you can't go back to the other play and review it. That's always been the rule, but I guess the refs bended the rules for this game for some reason. So yeah.
Thanks for the update, JB. It looks like they're ready to go.
And ever since that game, the Browns did make the playoffs. It'd be the 2002 season where they would make the playoffs. And the Browns would lose in the wild card round to the Steelers in the 2002 playoffs. And then they would never make the playoffs until 18 years later in 2020. Yeah, that's right. 2020. The year of everything shutting down and stuff. And the Browns made the playoffs. And everyone's scratching their heads like, what? Jaguars selected heads, but we won the toss. So I think this time around we're going to receive the football.
Looks like they're lined up for the kickoff. Let's get today's game started.
Alright. So, will we win the Bottlegate game? Who knows? I hope we win the Bottlegate game. Because if we don't, I'm going to be sad.
Gets it off.
And then what will I do?
The Browns start the drive from the 19. Four-man front this time. He gets the carry. Nickerson with the tackle at the 24. Leslie, what have you heard?
All right, 5 yards on that. That was pretty good.
The head coach as his team was coming out of the locker room, and he said that his team has looked very sharp in practice this
My
week
D-pad's
running
acting
plays.
up.
Let's see if they can carry that onto the field. Pat?
Thank you. That was Leslie Visser with the update from the sideline. Four-man front this time. He hands it off. What about Eric Rett?
All right, another first down. Cool.
He waits for the lineman to open hole, then burst right through him.
Ball in their own 31. Couch sets up. Rett tucks it away.
All right, a run up the middle, and it's another first down.
Stops him at the 44. Rett covered some good ground there.
And here's a guy with great speed who can pick up the first and keep the ball moving downfield.
Ball on their own 44.
All right, running the football hasn't been too bad.
They'll
pretty
go
good.
for the I formation. He hands it off.
Ooh, that was a big hit. I think this time around we'll go throw the football.
Second and 6. Couch drops back. Chased out of the
Gonna
pocket.
throw it to Dawson.
Over to the right.
And overthrew it.
The intended target. Couch fires a bullet, but nobody comes up with it.
He just threw that pass too hard. The receiver might have caught up with the ball if he used a little more touch.
They need 6. Back to throw. Pass is right. Knocked down.
And that's an incomplete pass.
You know, the quarterback
And now we're
needs
gonna have
put
to
that
punt the
in
ball
a position
away.
where the defender can't get to it. That didn't happen there.
Well, that's going to be a touchback. Yep, touchback. Crap.
First and 10.
All right, first and 10 here.
Brunel gets set. Back to pass with the pass.
Intercepted by Rudd.
He just stepped in front of that one. You saw his
And we're back in business. All
We'll
right.
go to the replay to watch that.
Let's take
one
another
again.
look at that
He put
play.
himself in perfect position
Yeah,
to
just
make that
right
interception.
into his
That's where
hands.
you see the importance of doing lots of film study leading into your next game.
This is epic.
First and 10. Rett gets the carry. Walker pulls him down at the
Ran
30.
with Red.
He
Got a
just
few
needs to
yards
keep
on that.
pounding away, and he's going to get his 100 yards today.
Second and 7. Looking to throw it. Couch scrambles
Gonna
out of the
throw,
pocket.
and it's
Knocked
incomplete.
down.
Intended for
He made a
Dawson.
great play and broke up that pass.
You know, he did what you're taught to do. That's take away the ability for the receiver to catch the ball. He can't catch it when you knock it down.
They need 7. Looking to throw it. Out over to
Gonna
the
throw
left.
to Dawson again this time, and he
With
caught
the
it.
reception.
Inside the 20.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
30 yards rushing, 11 yards passing.
They're in an
So far.
offset eye.
Gonna run it with
Cuts
Rhett,
away.
and I don't think he got any. Yeah, he got a yard.
Ball
We're
on
trying
the
to run it
17-yard
again.
line. Couch hands it off.
Oh,
53 pulls him down at the 14.
if that guy didn't
He's
tackle
on
him,
his
he would
way
have
to
been
reaching the
gone.
century mark today.
So we're in a passing situation. Here's the blitz.
And of course there's going to be a penalty.
Flag down.
And it's against us. Great. So now we got to throw the ball. And that first down doesn't mean crap anymore.
Third and a long way to go.
They practice all week to avoid things like that. The coach has to be disappointed in that player.
So it's either we get points or we... Well, technically, we get a touchdown or we get a field goal here.
Couch
It all depends on this play. Dawson. And it's
was
incomplete.
the intended target. Lake didn't
All
get a
right,
chance on that
field goal.
Yep, nothing fancy there. Don't even give the receiver a chance. Just knock it down.
one. Dawson out to try the field goal. He gets it off.
And the field goal is good.
The Browns out in front.
40-yard plus field goal for Phil Dawson.
He gets it off.
And we're going to take a
He downs it
knee.
in the end
Bring it
zone.
out to the 20. Jaguars have yet to get a first down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 20. Brunel hands it off. Rudd makes the stop at the 21. A run up the middle, but the defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, he saw a little seam there, but it closed up before he had a chance to take advantage of it.
Brunel back to pass. With the pass. McCardle with the reception. Ball on their own 28. Taylor, the lone back. Dawkins comes in motion.
Third and 3 here and short. They are
Throws
short.
him down at the 29.
So defense comes up big here on that
Yeah,
third
he tried
down
to stretch it
conversion.
outside, but the defense was quick to react to
Well,
the
preventing
play.
the third down
Even
conversion.
quicker to move off their blocks and
Now
get in
Jacksonville's
position
going to have to
cover
punt
the hole.
away. And here's Kevin Johnson. And not a lot we can do right there.
The coverage guys got downfield quick enough to prevent anything from developing.
And we're just going to run the football to end the quarter here.
Couch under the center. Rhett gets the carry. Kevin
And
Hardy
yeah,
looks like
that
he
was
could take over the
nothing on
game.
that play.
Yeah, he looks like he's really here to make a
And
statement
at
today.
the end of one,
So
we
we've
lead
reached the end of the first quarter,
3-0.
and we've got a close one underway with the Cleveland Browns ahead of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3-0. And we're ready to start the second quarter.
Oh, we lost a yard on that. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we're going to run slants this time.
Drops back to throw.
Ooh, Dudley's wide open, and he's caught it. Ricky Dudley from The Ohio State University makes the catch. And it's a first down. And here's Kim I said Kim Couch.
The Browns up by 3.
Tim Couch's stats for this season.
Couch back to throw. Rolling out to his
Juwan
right.
Dawson, incomplete.
He overthrows that pass.
I wonder if that one slipped out of his hand. It was clearly off target.
He's looking to throw. Chased out of the pocket.
Gonna throw it to the
with
fullback.
throw.
Sellers.
Number
Oh,
45, the
Quincy
intended
Morgan got in the
target.
way.
He fires the pass, but it's
Darn it!
overthrown.
That was gonna be.
That pass was
That was
thrown
gonna be a
with
first
so much
down.
velocity on it that the receiver never caught up with
Oh
it.
man. All right.
Ball on the 41-yard line. The Browns up by a field goal. Couch steps back. Scrambling with the pass.
Oh.
That shot falls incomplete.
I don't think this quarterback knows what touch means.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for the field goal. That'd be too far away.
The Browns will punt it here.
That'd be right by the logo. Oh, that one's going right to the logo. I mean, to the end zone. Oh, man.
First and 10. Brunell gets set. Looking to throw it with the pass. Brady with the reception. Rudd stops him at the 34. How about Kyle Brady, John?
He's a talented veteran tight end who's a good blocker and a threat on deep passes.
The Jaguars only a field goal down. McCutcheon pulls him down at the 41. Ball on their own 41. Brunell drops back to throw with the pass. The pass is complete. Rudd
And there's a
pulls him
penalty,
down
and it's
the
on
47.
us for a face mask.
Face mask on the defense, number 57.
That guy grabbed a little too much face mask there.
That defender almost pulled his helmet right off.
Brunell gets set. Taylor with the carry. Miller with the tackle at the 27. What about Fred Taylor, John?
He can create a big play on any down and on any play. Seems like he does it almost every game.
Brunell steps back with the throw. Nice catch by Brady.
Yeah, that was a nice catch. He's become better at catching the ball as his career has progressed.
Ball on the 13-yard line. Taylor looking to turn
And
it
that's a
upfield.
tackle for a loss.
The Jaguars only a field goal down. Runs up the middle. Passing situation here.
Crucial third down
Seventh play
here.
of this drive. Brunell throws right. Pass is complete.
And tackle
He makes the
for a
reception
loss.
Short of the first down marker.
On third down,
And that'll
you
bring
need
us to the
make
2-minute
sure you
warning.
know where you are in the field. Because if you make the reception, it should be good for a fresh set of down. If you make
it
the
looks
catch
like they're gonna
and you
go
don't
for the
get
field goal.
First, it could only be due to lack of concentration by the receiver.
The kick is up. The kicker gets all of that one.
And the
Not a
kick
lot
is
of
good.
scoring going on today.
So it's now a tie ball game. 3-3.
He gets it off.
We've got a close one going here.
First and 10. Ball on their own 23. Couch back to throw. Pass is left.
I threw it to Dudley. I meant to throw it to Johnson.
It was a good shot, but it falls incomplete.
If he throws it any harder, the skin might come off the ball.
Ball on their own 23.
2nd and 10 here.
He's looking to throw.
Oh, Johnson's wide open.
The pass.
And there he goes. Ah, got to the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36-yard line. Couch to throw. Rolling out to
Dudley
his right
wide open.
with the throw.
Incomplete.
Dudley, the intended target. He put a lot of velocity on that pass.
The quarterback tried to put that one through the receiver.
Ball on the 36-yard
This is the
line.
wrong play. Oh, great.
Couch directing traffic down there.
Yeah, we'll run the football this time.
He gets the carry.
All right,
Wynn
good rush.
pulls him down at the 32.
A running game doesn't always have to pick up huge yardage. When it's consistent and effective, it allows you to control the tempo of the game.
Just over a minute
3rd and
still
5.
to go.
Oh, boy.
Couch to throw it. Throws
Dawson
it out over
open,
the
and
middle.
he's got it.
He's got his man.
All right, we need to hurry up to the line. Call audible. I've got all my timeouts still.
Number 41
Here's
looking for
Prentice,
room.
and he got a few yards on that play.
They're inside the 5. They'll line up in the I formation. He gets the carry. Number 53.
And I think we're going to use one of our timeouts here.
He didn't get much on that.
2
run.
yards by
That guy
Red.
got knocked around by
Alright.
that defense. He needs a little protection from his linemen.
We're going to go fullback power this
Ball on the
time.
5-yard line. Seventh play of this drive.
And Sellers in for the touchdown.
Cleveland. A great touchdown there, John.
Yep, he just lowered his shoulders and got the short yardage that they needed.
And now Phil Dawson will attempt the extra point.
It's up. The extra
And the
point
score is
kick
10 to
is
3.
good. The Browns go up by a touchdown. Dawson gets it off. He downs it in the end zone. Brunel sets up. Taylor gets the carry. Rudd with the takedown at the 22.
A good running game is not always measured in yards. Its effectiveness should be measured by
And
whether
I don't think
it helps you win the game.
Jacksonville's going to get another playoff. Nope. That's going to be the end of the first half. And we lead 10 to 3 against Jacksonville in the
That's the
Bottlegate
end of the
game.
second quarter with the score Cleveland 10, Jacksonville 3. We'll go back to the play on the field. We're ready to start the second half of play.
All right, here we go with the second half of this football game.
Dawson gets it off. The Jaguars take over on the 22. Leslie Visser has some news from the locker room for us.
Pat, I asked the head coach about the kind of adjustments they made in the locker room. He told me that in a closely fought battle like this, It comes down to the team that's willing to give that extra little effort, that extra push. That will be the difference between a victory and a loss. He sounded convinced that his team was ready. Let's see what they can accomplish in the second half. Pat?
Thanks, Leslie. McCardell looks to really make a statement today.
Oh, yeah, he's really looking for the ball today, and the quarterback seems to be finding it.
Nickel back in this time. Looking to throw it. Brunell lets it fly. Smith pulls him down at the 47. How about Keenan McCardell?
Jacksonville's starting to get some
He's a receiver that can
first
turn it
downs
on
here.
at any
It's not
point during the
good.
game. And when he does, his team has the ability to win any game.
Ball on their own 48. Brunell drops back. Throws right. The pass is complete. Smith makes the stop.
And they're going to be short of the first down there.
Brunell guns it out to his receiver.
Not only can this guy make all the throws, he also rarely makes a bad decision out there.
Ball on the 44-yard line. Nickel back in this time. Out over to the left.
Incomplete.
Batted down.
Yep, nothing fancy there.
Good
Don't
pass
even give
coverage
the
by
receiver a
Fuller.
chance. Just knock it down.
Ball on the 44-yard line. About a yard to go. He gets the carry.
Oh,
Makes the stop at the 43.
Committing to the running game
Oh, it
will
was
add
not enough.
effectiveness to your passing attack. When the defense is
And-
looking past you,
oh man, it's actually on the first down marker. And Jacksonville's going to have to punt even though the ball's literally on the first down marker. It looks like they're not going to challenge it. They're just going to punt it. Wow. All right. We'll take it. We'll take it any way we can. All right. Good 3 and out.
First and 10. He tucks it away.
It's probably off by a pixel.
Nickerson dishes out punishment at the 21.
All right.
You don't always
Second
need
and
to
8.
rely on your running game to pick
I
up
think
huge
this time we're
gains
gonna
out there.
throw.
Using it as a change of pace is an effective strategy.
Let's go halfback flat this time.
Steps back.
Oh, I tried to throw for Dawson. I got sacked. Loss of 3 on that one.
Consistent success on third down, which they've had, usually
And as
translates
you can see,
into
we're
a
3
win.
for 6 on third down conversions.
Ball on their own 16. Couch back to throw. Throws
Throwing
left.
it deep to Johnson, and it's too
Johnson
much
was
power
the
on that
intended
throw.
receiver. He really put
Incomplete.
some heat on that pass.
If he throws it any harder,
Well, time
the
to
skin
punt
might
it
come
away.
off the ball.
The Browns will punt it here.
And it's going to be fair
With it.
caught inside the
Well, defense
35.
bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Ball on their own 37. Brunell sets up. They better hurry. Back to throw. With the throw. Pass is complete. The receiver showed excellent body control bringing that pass in.
A few more like that, this guy's going to be in the All-Madden team.
Ball on their own
Whoops.
44.
Almost drew myself off
With
sides.
the pass.
Incomplete.
Overthrown.
That pass was clearly overthrown.
All right, another third down here. It's another crucial
2
third
yards
down.
to go. Back to
And
pass. Throws
back
it
to
the
pass,
middle.
it's caught, and
Brady
that's,
with
yep,
the
that's a
reception.
first down.
First and 10. Quick drop. Brunel lets it fly. Complete. Fuller
Yeah,
makes
that's another
the stop
catch.
at the 27. What makes Jimmy Smith the receiver he is, John?
His awareness of where the ball is in the air and his ability to go up and get it is what makes him a great receiver.
Looking for room with the carry.
Even if your running game isn't over-effective, running consistently with your big guys will tire out the defense because they're always taking hits and getting banged up.
About 6 to go.
2nd and 6 here for Jacksonville.
McCardle, the man in motion. Quick drop. Brunel out over to the
Incomplete.
right. Brady couldn't hang on.
There's really no excuse for that. You just have to catch those balls.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Another crucial 3rd down here.
Drops back to throw. With the throw.
Incomplete.
Brunel looked a little
And now
uncomfortable
Jacksonville's
in the
going to have
pocket
to
there.
go
They
with a
practice
field
this
goal.
play again and again during the week to prepare. But simulating how the defense is going to react is a very hard thing to do.
It's up.
Kick is up, and
The
it's
attempt
good.
is good.
So it's now 10 to 6.
Hollis gets it off.
And almost got to the 30-yard line.
Scoring in this
Pretty good
affair.
kick return
Well,
right
both
there.
teams are playing well, and the teams are both hanging around waiting to get something going.
First and 10.
All right, so now we just got to hold on to the football for another 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
Couch hands it off. Nickerson with the takedown at the 33.
When you're making a game plan for the week, you look for your running game
And
to
that
be
will bring us to the
reliable
end
like
of the
this.
3rd quarter
Doesn't
here.
have to pick up a ton of yardage. You just want to do something that the defense has to be aware of.
So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Cleveland Browns ahead of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 10-6. And we'll start the 4th quarter.
All right, final 5 minutes of this game here.
Rhett the lone setback. Couch hands it off.
I was right there.
Stroud makes the stop. at the
Couldn't lead him
36.
through the hole.
Running plays don't always have to be for long games. It allows the offense to control
3rd
the
and
clock
2. It's
and
a
keep the
crucial
defense
3rd
on
down
the
for
field.
us.
Ball on their own 36. On the run. Number 53.
Oh, dude,
pulls
get it.
down.
We're going to be marked
38.
short.
Not much through the middle.
Yeah, you talk about push. This line got
So that
no
means
push
goal
at
line.
all, and there was nowhere to go.
We got to go for it. Oh, did we get it?
The carry.
This pass is starting to rack up some good yardage. Keep handing the ball.
We did.
and keep moving
That was
the
a first down. Ooh, that was close. Four minutes to go.
They may have to burn a timeout if they're not careful. He hands it off.
All right, another good run.
Pulls him down at the 44.
This is the kind of running game that you hope to get every game. Moving the ball consistently is the goal of every coach when the game day arrives.
A little over 4 to go. They may have to burn a timeout if they're not careful. Rhett gets the carry.
Oh man, they stuffed the line on that one.
Ball on their own 46.
This time we're going to run with our fullback, number 45, Sellers.
This may be a delay of the game on the offense. Couch hands it off.
Ooh, I think he got the first down.
Pulls him down at midfield. Number 45 through
He
the
did.
middle, and it looks like he
First
picked up
down.
enough for the first down.
At midfield. And we're going to take this to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Two-minute warning. Here we go.
Two minutes to the final gun. He gets the carry. Lake stops him at the 47.
And Jacksonville will take a
The
timeout.
lineman just failed to open up
First
any
timeout
holes
for
to run through
Jacksonville.
or give him room to work with.
Please return to your car immediately. You are
The ball is right at
Alright,
midfield.
so if we get around to midfield, well, we're already
Ball
near
on the
midfield.
48-yard
I
line.
meant to say, if we get to the 30, near the 35-yard line, kick a field goal, we can close out this game.
Hands it off.
And there's a
Wynn
penalty,
stops him
and
at
it's
the
on
49.
us. That's not good.
offense. That's a 10-yard penalty.
The Browns are doing the defense's job.
This offense cannot be effective if they make mistakes like that.
Well, since that just ruined our plans, we now have to throw. And we might get penalized if we don't get the playoff in time.
They better keep an eye on the play clock. Ball on their
Got
own
the playoff in
45.
time.
Couch back to throw.
Gonna throw it
With
to
the throw.
Dawson, and Dawson caught it with one hand, and there he goes! Dawson! He's inside the 20, and that's gonna be a first down for the Browns. Holy cow! Jawan Dawson with one hand. And the Jaguars took a timeout. And they got
We'll
one
go back to the
timeout
play on the
remaining.
field.
Handing off to Rhett.
Couch hands it off. Nickerson with the
And
takedown
Jacksonville's
at the
not
15.
taking a timeout.
Rhett deep.
Gonna let the play clock tick down.
They better watch the play clock. Here's the
Give it
blitz.
off to Rhett.
He gets the carry. Hardy pulls him down.
And Jacksonville will use their
When you
final
establish a
timeout.
run, it makes the play action pass more effective.
3rd and 6.
Number 45 with the carry.
And Sellers
Nickerson pulls him down at the
looked like he got a first down, and he did. And Jacksonville's out of timeouts, so they can't do anything. So we're just going to continue
Blitz is coming
to run the
on
football.
Second and goal.
And Rudd is the player of the game.
13th play of this drive. Couch hands it off.
We're close. Let's hurry up the line. Hurry up the line.
You just need to establish the run, just to make the other team know that you can hurt
No huddle,
them.
no huddle.
They'll line
Let's
up
go.
with the I formation.
Touchdown, and that's game. That is the game.
That was a perfect run.
And the Browns will win, and I will avenge the Browns for Bottlegate.
And the back just slammed right in there and got past the goal line.
As we continue to see if we can get the Browns into the playoffs for 2001.
It's up. The extra point.
As we all know, the Bottlegate game
made it a two-score game.
left a bad taste in a lot of Browns fans' mouths. But now it seems that we are going to handle the Jaguars on December 16th, 2001 in the Bottlegate rematch.
Dawson gets it off.
And they are going to take the knee and bring it to the 20-yard line. We got all of our 3 timeouts remaining. We didn't even need to use a timeout
Ball on their own
here
20.
in the second half.
Brunel steps back with the pass.
Throws almost picked off by Ellsworth to end the game.
Pass in a hurry.
And I'll tell
9
you, the
seconds
toughest
left.
thing to do as a quarterback is to throw it accurately when there's a big old defensive player in your face.
Let me tell you guys something. The actual game, the actual Bottlegate game, should have been won by the Browns. But nope, the refs kind of screwed up that one. It's a fumble, and that is going to be it. 3, 2, 1. Game over. Browns win. The Browns beat the Jaguars.
The final score is Cleveland 17, Jacksonville 6. On behalf of EA Sports, John Madden, James Brown,
And we're a
Leslie
step
Visser,
closer to
this is
clinching a
Stetson
playoff
Hall
spot.
saying goodbye and inviting you to join us in our next presentation of Madden NFL 2002.
No touchdowns from Jacksonville, only field goals. Let's take a look at the stats for today's game. 211 yards of total offense, 85 rushing yards, 126 passing yards, 10 first downs, 6 for 11 on third down conversions, 1 for 1 on fourth down conversions. Red zone scoring was 100%, 3 penalties for 25 yards. Possession time 12 minutes, 18 seconds. Tim Couch, 131 yards, no touchdowns, no receptions, 5 for 15. Rushing, Eric Rett, 67 yards, 1 touchdown, 23 attempts. Mike Sellers, 13 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 attempts. Travis Prentice, 5 yards, 1 attempt. Jawan Dawson, 3 receptions, 69 yards. Kevin Johnson, 1 reception, 41 yards. Ricky Dudley, 1 reception, 21 yards. And then Dwayne Rudd, player of the game, 4 tackles, 1 interception. Pretty nice. Pretty freaking nice. So that means our record is 9-5, and don't even count the 10-5 record because it counted the bye as a win for some reason. So let's simulate the week. And we got the Green Bay Packers next. Alright, let's take a look at the standings right now. So, the Buccaneers have clinched the division, their division. Which means they have clinched the NFC Central. They are the NFC Central champions. And here's a look at the AFC standings so far. Jaguars and Colts currently tied for first, but they have the first round bye here. We're in third, right in front of the Broncos. Jets fifth, Ravens sixth. So right now this is your top six. Jaguars, Colts, Browns, Broncos, Jets, Ravens. So we would be playing the Ravens. Excuse me, the Ravens in the playoffs. Holy crap. And here's the NFC standing so far. So Buccaneers definitely in the playoffs right now. First playoff team so far as they win the NFC Central. Eagles are in second, Redskins third, Rams fourth, Vikings fifth, Lions sixth. Here's the AFC East standing so far. If the Colts win one more game, they clinch the AFC East over the Jets and I guess the Patriots as well. So, Jaguars still have not clinched the AFC Central yet. But if they win one more game, I'm pretty sure they clinch the AFC Central. But if they lose the next two and we win the next two, we win the AFC Central. AFC West still up for grabs between the Broncos and the Raiders. If the Broncos win one more game and the Raiders lose a game, then Broncos win the AFC West. Still a tight race for the NFC East. Eagles are 9-5, Redskins 9-5. I guess whoever loses next, their next two games, they are going to be NFC East champs. And then you got the Buccaneers who've already clinched the NFC Central. Rams still in a battle with the Saints and the Falcons for the NFC West. Total yards. We're 31st in total yards. We're last in total yards. Last in total offense. Great. 15th for passing yards. Last in rushing yards. 24th for points per game. 14th for passing touchdowns. 24th for rushing touchdowns, a tie for 24th for rushing touchdowns. Last in first downs, last in sacks allowed. 27th and tied for 27th in red zone attempts so far. Second to last in red zone touchdowns. 15th, tied for 15th in red zone field goals. Red zone scoring, a tie for 26th. So yeah, we're bad on offense. Defense. Number one total in total yards, fourth for passing yards, first for rushing yards, first for average points against, tied for 28th in sacks, tied for 21st in interceptions, tied for 19th in fumble recoveries, red zone attempts first, red zone touchdowns first, red zone field goals 21st, tied for 27th in red zone scoring percentage. Efficiency, last in third down conversions, last in third down attempts, last in third down percentage, tied for 26th in fourth down conversions, tied for 14th in fourth down attempts, second to last in fourth down percentage, tied for 21st in 2-point conversions, 24th, tied for 24th in 2-point attempts, 2-point percentage, tied for 21st. Penalties, we're first in penalties and first in yards penalized. Great. Yeah, we're terrible at turnovers, so yeah. And then finally, the awards for Week 15. Anthony of Tampa Bay and Duncan of Tampa Bay, they are the players of the week for the NFL. Marvin Harrison, Offensive Player of the Week for the AFC, and Jones of New York, of the New York Jets, is the Defensive Player of the Week for the AFC. And then Anthony and Duncan are the Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week for the NFC. Now, Pro Bowl. Peyton Manning has already made the Pro Bowl. I'm pretty sure. Or he's about to. I don't think we got any Pro Bowlers. Yeah, we got no Pro Bowlers. Which sucks. Now, the yearly awards. Lastly, Dante Culpepper leading NFL MVP. Also leading NFL Offensive Player of the Year. Zach Thomas still leading Defensive Player of the Year. Quincy Morgan leading the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Dan Morgan still leading the Defensive Rookie of the Year. And hey, we're back in front for the NFL Coach of the Year. Right behind Marty Schottenheimer, Tom Coughlin, Jim Mora, and Tony Dungy. Best QB, Dante Culpepper leading that. Stephen Davis leading best running back. Chris Carter still leading best wide receiver. Tom Nalen leading off best O-line. Chester McLaughlin leading best defensive line. Zach Thomas leading best linebacker. John Lynch leading best defensive back. Wade Ritchie leading best kicker. And yeah, now we gotta focus on Green Bay. So, if we beat Green Bay, I'm pretty sure the Browns are a lock in the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. So if we beat Green Bay, we're in the playoffs. If we don't, then we'll have to beat the Titans to get into the playoffs. So a lot is riding on this game here in Green Bay, and then the game in Tennessee against the Titans. So a lot is going to happen in these next two games. So, with that, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching this brand new episode of Madden NFL 2002. If you enjoyed it, smack a like on it, subscribe if you're new to this channel, check out my other videos I've uploaded to my channel, and I shall see you guys next time for more Madden NFL 2002. So with that, I'll see you guys later.